Start her up. His younger brother deletes all your saves all along. Yep. That's why you get your own memory card. You unplug it and make sure your younger brother never touches that thing. At least it's not like the SNES or NES cards, where it's like, oh, there's only 3 save slots. Let me just delete this one here, because I want to play. You were the younger brother. You're evil. Media vision. Let's forget anything about leaving out the title screen. Start off strong and early with the credits, yeah. Alright, do we get an intro or do we just... No, we do. I'll probably replay this once we actually start the game, but sometimes you get unique ones by leaving it at the title screen. I don't even remember the story. It's been so long since I played Wild Arms 1. What, in Western-style game you didn't expect knights? Exhausted. But no voice acting? Can't we slow down? I'm afraid not, sir. We have no other option but to run, since we're in the dark about their intentions. As veneral knights, our duty is to protect the king. Coldbird. Preposterous. Now that my brother has fallen, I'm the king. Listen, Coldbird. With or without coronation ceremony, I am the king. Huh? You're nothing without our help. Just try to get out of here on your own. Silence, Garrett. You're in the presence of the king. You're to serve his majesty. I know, right? It's like, hey, it's the PS2 now. We can have all the bloom. Bravo, Federal Knights, bravo. Those creatures are something or other. Surprise attack within the snowstorm. Maybe they're after... Commander Coldbird. Maybe the demons are after the Ark. The Arch? Arch, it's a possibility. You think the Arch is worth something to them, Ryan? Yeah, like this is literally just the intro cinematic. Like, I just left it on the title screen. I didn't even start the game yet. Like, usually you don't have, like, an actual, like, you know, dialogue thing. I mean, this is probably gonna be the same thing I get when I start the game, but... A relief, the Arch is safe. Elmina, your leg! Ah, my nickname is supposed to be the Sword Princess, right? Anyhow, Commander, was the rest of the group? Yes. Huh. That is the Spira's... Or that guy. What? Ah, you take down a knight so easily. Greetings. I am the demon, Adlehyde. Nonsense, the demons were destroyed a long time ago. I mean, this is a remaster of a PS1 game. So. Yet, I am in front of you. Let's get down to business. They probably didn't throw a lot of budget at this because they were bringing out Wild Arms 4 just around the corner, so... I'm here to ask for an object, which you call the Arch. Yes, by all means, go ahead and take it. Take anything you wish. Just please, spare my life. No, your majesty, you must not do that. Best king ever. I'm sorry. All I can give you in return is a painless death. You'll have to live with it. Ha 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 ha. You bastard, how could you? Garrett, Elmina, get ready. You must escape from Arctica Castle. Everyone in Gaia know what happened here. I'm sorry, but die. Oh god, the commander. I'm sure the demon took down the others as well. Hey Garrett, you're a bigger coward than I thought. Huh? What are you talking about? Why are you calling me a coward? You have no courage. You're probably thinking of a way to defeat the demon even now, aren't you? Of course, no matter what it takes, I'll kill that thing. So you're calling throwing away your life away courage? You'll not be able to defeat him, yet it's hard to admit. Look at your terrible wound. It's not as bad as yours, Elmina. Yeah, how long is this, like... This is literally just leaving this go at the title screen. I didn't start the game yet. This feels like it's just like the entire intro. I mean, it probably is the entire intro of the game. But, like... It's like, it goes back to the title screen, and we'll start the game and see all this again. Haha, I hate to interrupt your tender moment. Run, Garrett. Maybe? I mean, usually you don't, the game doesn't just auto-start. Well, maybe it does, I don't know. It feels really weird for just like a leave it at the title screen intro cinematic thing in the bobber. What are you doing, Elmina? I can't get away with this wound. Open the gate, Elmina! You're the one who said wasting your life is not courage. We gain nothing from fighting the demon. So let me fight him. I fight to protect something important to me. I won't gain anything, but I will not lose anything. I gain nothing from violence, but I can at least protect what's mine. Protecting something important is not a waste of life. Garrett, I don't want to lose you. I mean, you'll technically lose him when you die. Nor are you. Open the gate, Elmina. I'll fight with you. Open the gate, Elmina. You must tell the world what has happened here. Don't worry about me. I have no intention of dying here. I'm the Swords Princess, remember? Besides, the ribbon I wrapped around your arm was expensive. I can't die until I get that back. And she's dead. There you are. It was not easy finding you. You were the last humans left in the castle. It is your turn to die now. Have courage. Come on, Garrett. And take this memory with you. Deliver the Fenrir spirit to our friends. Run, Garrett. It's way too fast. I will return the ribbon to you soon. Keep running. Don't look back. There's no way out. Ha ha ha. You are noble and beautiful. That's random. Can't you see? My body's trembling with joy. It's the random chorus. Still going. Expected to go to back to the title screen there, but every time you think it's going to be done, it just keeps going. And now it's going to go back to the title screen. A few years later. All right, this is just the entire freaking intro. Like, what the hell? All right, now it's back to the title screen. Jesus Christ! All right, I guess we'll start the timer. Jesus. Let's just leave it at the title screen. Just sometimes you do get the rare game where it actually has like multiple intros, depending, like if you leave it at the title screen even longer. I mean, it probably is the intro. I'm sure we're going to see the same thing again once we start the game. because especially when it went to like a few years later and then it went to the title screen. So obviously a few years later it would like, it's like now let's introduce the actual heroes and stuff. You can't sleep. Lumina's dead 100%. Yep. That'd be awesome if we somehow got the intro from the first game. No. See, now it's just showing us like it's just showing us a little demo now of the game. Good job. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a lot of combat, so let's start the timer. Let's start the game. EX file? Not sure what EX file is, but you're here probably get walloped, yeah. This is what not to do. First, check your system settings. If you don't need to change anything, or after you finish with the setup, press start button to begin the game. You set the vibration to on. You can stop the vibration by pushing the R3 while the controller is vibrating. Hey, look, the menu is actually the triangle button like it should be. It lets you change it, unlike Dragon Quest VIII, which is just like, why? Vibration, sound, compass, battle command, turn and fixed. I'm assuming that's like memory, like cursor memory, maybe? Not sure what that means exactly. I guess we'll find. Oh, they even have a battle speed thing. We'll keep it on normal for now, but 100% it's going to go to turbo at some point. It's nice to give you a turbo speed. Oh, there's the cursor. Yeah, I don't know what battle command return and fix does. Should be in the manual, but whatever. Screensaver. Did we get the whistling? I'll have to see. Get the awesome whistling thing like we did in the... I'm assuming it doesn't happen now, but we'll have to try it. Watch it start during a cutscene. Yeah, I mean, this is a remake of the first game, so that's probably why. They just added that as like a quality of life thing from the original game, right? Yeah, so that intro is like completely separate from the intro you get in the game, which is super surprising. I just have so much to say. If you listen, they told me I would see everyone again. We arrived early, didn't we? It was because my lady rushed me. Mature butler. What? Is being a bit early a bad thing? He's not blaming you. Anyway, it should be any time now. Look, someone's coming. Speak of the devil. You know, that's a dumb thing. So much whistling. Ahoy! Let me catch my breath. It's not polite to keep a girl waiting. At last we meet again. Prologue 1, a boy traveling alone. Yeah, so that intro thing was just like a separate thing. So if you didn't leave that at the title screen, you would just completely miss that whole kind of intro cinematic thingamabobber. That's a surprisingly long, like, extra thing that you could completely miss if you don't leave it at the title screen. This is a remake of the first game. Yeah, remake of the original PS1 game. The world has become a wasteland. The beautiful green of the globe has faded gradually to brown. Maybe. Gaia. People have banded together for survival, uniting to fend off the harsh elements and the menace of monsters. Those few who traveled the withered world seeking adventure are called wanderers. A young wanderer is staying at the surf village in the frontier. Early in your first playthrough of 1, nice. He looks quite young. He is skilled beyond his years. It's been so long since I've played the original one, I don't remember anything about it. What does the young wanderer seek, traveling the world alone? I do remember the intro being, like, so good, though. Hey, you can finish up now, Bolo. Thank you very much. The branch looks twice as big now you've cleaned it. Oh yeah, yeah, the music is just the whistling intro soundtrack thing, just, oh, so good. Hired you through our village chief, but I didn't expect you to work so hard. No, I still don't know your name. I keep calling you boy. Tell me, what's your name? Rudy. Rudy Patootie? It does. Okay, then Rudy's what I'll call you. That's a good, strong name. Boy. You're a good guy, Rudy. That's a good boy. Good boy, Rudy. You have power and tireless work ethic. Best of all, you took care of my horses, as though you understand their feelings. Why don't you stay in the village and work for us? I'm kidding. I know you're a wanderer. Here's your payment for your time. It's not much, but it's all I can afford. Here's a bunch of heel berries. Say hello to the village chief for me. God, 2018. That was like a million years ago. It's like almost 10 years now. That's crazy. We must have gotten to the PlayStation pretty fast in the challenge then, because I mean, I haven't even been streaming for 10 years yet. This will be my 10-year anniversary this year, so we got up to. I think that was a super early PS1 game though. That's probably why. So yeah, not only was it long ago, it was like right at the beginning of the PS1. Happy anniversary. Thank you very much for your work today. I'll ask for your help again, I'm sure. Rudy. Heelberries. Doesn't give you a description of the item or anything. I know what heelberries do, but it'd be nice to give a description. One? No, event items, party items. Organize, maybe? No, switch? No. Unless you press, like, select on it, start? No. Any of the other... Oh, there we go. Hold down the triangle button. Status. Let's go. Arm, attack bonus 10, aim bonus 8, bullets 3, easiness. 1 critical, 1.5, boosted shell. Starving. Bring some food for all of us. Numbers encountered 0, battle spot, number of continues used. Alright, so I guess there's like, I think the original game was like that too. If you die in battle or whatever, you can continue. Number of saves 0. Auto. Yeah, auto battle. So this with the turbo. I don't remember if the original had auto battle. Definitely didn't have turbo for battling. Rudy Badooty. Wanderers handled plain chores like working in the pasture and taking care of horses. But you only did rough work like fighting monsters and hunting. Though you are still young, you live like this on purpose? That's great. It's so zoomed out. It's super, okay, I was gonna say it's like surprisingly zoomed out. Let's talk to the horse. Oop. I'm pressing the X button, but it's like it's saying X for talking, but it's like no, I'm just gonna run. It's nice that we have like a run thing. I guess I'm just making it bark. Tiptoe. No camera rotation. Be very quiet. We're hunting chickens. Our village is desolate now, but once it sold an effective herbal medicine from the berry cave west of here. The name of the herb was hollyberry, an amazing power to heal any wounds immediately. The cave was sealed by our village chief. Had become a dangerous place full of nasty monsters. The village will become rich someday. We can harvest the holy berries again. Can I do anything with that, like, green text? There's a weird sound. Buttons don't do anything. You get to see if Wild Arms is different enough from Wild Arms. I mean, it most certainly is. You don't get too many remakes and remasters this early into the challenge. Other than like Dragon Quest. There's like 50 Dragon Quest remasters at this point, but in Final Fantasies, but not from PS1 to PS2. Thank you for your hard work. Do you know about the holy berries? No, I never heard of it. Yeah, that's what I thought. A holy berry is a very effective herb, which people say grow in caves near here. When used, any injured person can be healed and their strength revived. If only I had a holy berry. No, it's nothing. Never mind. My father is the strongest man around. He may not look like it right now. He was injured and has to rest at home. It's true, though. He's a strong and brave man who can beat any monster. That's why I want to heal his wound. I want my brave father back. Right, gotta bring Tony a holy berry. Oh, we can rotate. You have to use the, you have to use the shoulders, the shoulder buttons to rotate, not the right analog stick. Like any other game. I mean, I guess this was a PS1 game before analog stick were a thing, but, you know, this is a PS2 version now. I've worked for 20 years in this village. The time needed for plants to bud has been getting longer year after year. And the others, the same thing is happening to other villages. A rumor is this entire world is heading towards destruction. May not be a false rumor. Yeah, Kingdom of Paradise is the US name of that one. Should use the store farming tools. It is locked. I want to use the right analog stick, but it's like, ah. I wonder if that's an option in the options, actually. Give you a lot of controller options, maybe. Nope. Unless we can, like, choose... Nope. No. Nope. Yeah. I mean, this one was basically released to, I guess, prepare for the release of Wild Arms 4. So people who might not have seen or picked up Wild Arms 1, it's like, here you go, here's Wild Arms 1 before 4 comes out. Berries. It's weird that like that search and run are in the same buttons. You just hold it down for a split second and you start running instead of searching. Minestrone in the pot is cooked with large chunks of vegetables. Zephyr of Hope. This title caught your attention. Would you like to read it? Sure. A balmy breeze from the west is said to bring prosperity. The name of the wind is Hope. People forgot long ago that they hold the power to renew the dried-up earth. People's hearts can change the world, but if you would change the world, you would first let hope change your heart. Son Tony is a very mischievous boy. I've not seen him since this morning. Yeah. Wild Arms was always kind of like, you know, was there, but it wasn't like, you know, Final Fantasy or something like that. I mean, Wild Arms 1 was definitely overshadowed by Final Fantasy 7. I mean, that's kind of hard to kind of to beat Final Fantasy 7 at that point. Wild Arms was definitely more of a classic JRPG. Well, Final Fantasy 7 just changed the entire landscape. Well, that's no surprise. Not with a boy as mischievous as him. Can't really keep my eyes on him. I'm forced to stay home with my injury. I'm worried that he might make trouble for the others without my knowledge. I was like stuck there. That was weird. Why am I like stuck there? Hey, what? That's weird. I'm standing here, it lights up that. This is weird. I'm pressing the same button. I'm pressing the X button. It's really weird, and it was like lighting up like a hidden object or something. It's really odd. I'm not sure if that's a bug. Maybe it's a character's thing. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. You accidentally hold it down. It's like, you know, I'm running now. Yeah, Shadow Hearts was definitely niche as well, but berries. Love how we found as many heal berries as we were paid to take care of those horses. It's like, thanks. Hello, Rudy. My husband is in his office over there, but you can rest upstairs first if you like. It's getting difficult to cultivate wheat, which is how we make our money. The soil's losing its fertility. I read a book that said the reason the land was ruined is that long ago there was a battle with monsters. The book said many scary things. I tried taking the story with a grain of salt. I had to stop reading in the middle of it. If you're interested, you can read it. It's titled The World Moves to Wilderness. Look for it in the books there upstairs. Yeah, this one they added like a turbo mode, so I'll try the regular battle mode, and then there's turbo, there's auto attack, auto combat, and stuff like that, so there's definitely some quality of life stuff from the original. Hey, his name is Tall Man. What a name. Hello, Rudy. You seem to be settling in well. Was this guy known as Tall Man when he was a kid? Or did he only get that name when he grew up? I understand that the horses are thriving under your care. There must be something I can give you to show our gratitude. The world is decaying, Rudy, even here in Surf Village. Once this village benefited from the herbs you collected from the berry cave west of the village. That was long ago. Forgive me, Rudy. Sometimes an old man's mind wanders. In the storage area next to this room, you'll find a supply of bombs. We use them to explore the berry caves. Please take them. They are worthless to the village now. They might be useful to you. Short man involved the tall man. Yeah, sometimes like I'm trying to walk, I'm stuck for some reason. Oh, I know what's happening. It's because I'm accidentally grazing my R2 button. So when I graze my R2 button, it keeps me in place, and then the X button will like highlight things. I need to fix that. But if I go to my Dragon Quest 8 profile, I made it so like the shoulder buttons I have to like hold it down longer before it actually goes. On the default profile of this controller, if it's like if I just gently like touch it, it'll engage. So just like accidentally just by like just a little tiny thing and like something that gets stuck. So I'll have to change the profile, the default profile to have like a little more leeway with that. You at least talk about what arms, yeah. Yeah, and XF is like a tactical RPG on the PSP, so it's its own thing. Rotting Beast and Holy Berries. This is the story as it has been handed down in this village. Once a rotten beast attacked our village. Rotten smell made the air rank and its footprints contaminated the earth. The creature had existed for as long as anyone could remember. An immortal beast, indestructible, even if damaged again and again. Finally, when the village smelled rotten, a wanderer visited the village and threw a holy berry filled with the brilliance of life at the rotten beast. The body of the monster disappeared in that dazzling light. Only the holy berry remained. The villagers rejoiced and grew the holy berry's seeds in a nearby cave. Finally, they raised it into a tree. The cave became known as Berry Cave because it was the home of the brilliant, life-giving berries. To this day, the holy berry shines deep within the cave, undisturbed. The essence that the holy berry releases is the light of the village's future. Yeah, I heard that. I mean, I'm not exactly clamoring for a new Dawn hack myself, but hey. It's a series people like. I was going to game that tune. Okay, so if you like mash the X button, it'll show like all the points of interest. Most of the books have been gnawed on by mice and shredded to pieces. A mouse. Well, it was running away. It almost seemed to be staring at you. Boom. A bomb can be set at your feet by pressing the square button. After setting it and allowing time to pass, it breaks items such as a wooden box or rock. Also, if you set bombs close to each other, they explode at the same time and can be destroyed obstacles in a wide area. Set a maximum of 8 bombs. Run away! Does this hurt us? Nope. Just casually placing bombs. Village Chief, Mr. Tallman, we've got a serious problem. It's all right. Please continue. Tell me what happened. It's Tony. He broke the village ban. He went to the berry cave. What? Why would he do something so foolish? What should we do? The berry cave used to be the source of a great medicinal herb, but now it's just a den of monsters. I don't know what we should do. Yeah, just let the kid die, whatever. In any case, keep it a secret for now. I'll explain it to the villagers later. Yeah, Tony's dead, guys. Sorry. We don't want to start a panic. This goes for you too. You shouldn't tell anyone about Tony breaking the village ban. We don't need anyone running off and playing hero. We don't need to come up with a plan, or we need to come up with a plan. For his adult suck the RPG. There's an old drawing of the village, done in a bird's eye view. Looks as though the place hasn't changed. I don't think this was the thing in the original either, like the pinging thing. I don't know if there's anything like that. Is there like hidden objects that you can't ping? Or moves through the wilderness. How our world became a wasteland. Long ago, Filgaia was a world filled with green. Our world became a wasteland because of a great battle fought over 1,000 years ago. Destruction was done by alien invaders who we now call demons. Humans, I think it's like elves, is how I pronounce those. It's like elf. I guess we'll call them elves. Humans, elves, guardians, and all the inhabitants of the world banded together and fought bravely in defense of Filgaia. Alas, the impact of the war was tremendous. Many people were killed. Filgaia itself was left in ruins. In the final battle, a destructive power came into our hands. This power was Arm. It is said that the power originally came from the demons. In the end, Filgaia was victorious, but the price was steep. Thanks to Arm, the world lay in ruins. The Guardians of Filgaia lost the power they once had to hold the world together. The elves disappeared, and no one knows where. And the humans, saddened by the devastation, sealed away forever the destructive power of the Arm. It had destroyed as much as it protected. The once flourishing civilization Filgaia was now lost. Since then, demons, guardians, elves, and Arm were hardly ever seen again. And Filgaia now is but a barren wasteland. Nice history. Hail my name! It's like so many different spots. Let's go through, cycle through each of them. Okay, but I don't remember seeing that one ping. So maybe that doesn't show everything. It just shows like stuff like books and interactable stuff like that. Like that painting and stuff. There are small footprints all over the broken cart. Local children must play games on it. The water in this trough is for livestock and would not be good to drink. Cracked water pail is the only sign there was once many animals here. There's a bunch of stuff considering I'm like mashing the button. There's at least like 3 or 4 different things. Water in this trough is for livestock. The lock on this barn is rusted shut. Hasn't been used in a long time. Well, I'm gonna switch those around. You know, I really hate when it's like controls where you're like, it's like I swear, okay, no, this feels better. So right is like rotating it this way, and left is rotating this way. So yeah, that feels better. It's one of those like your brain like it's like I could swear this feels wrong, and then you change it and like no, this feels wrong, and then you change it back and it's like no, this feels wrong. You're like, what the hell am I doing wrong? What? It's a strong ass box. Oh, can you go to that post? Oh yeah, for sure. Search systems, seeks undiscovered towns, caves, and so forth. Press the square button to use its radar. Discovered location is shown as symbols on the screen. We're spamming the hell out of this thing. I don't think that was in the original game, though, was it? And it was definitely in the later ones. Like 3. Maybe entered by pressing the X button. It's music. We need some more whistling, though. So good. This is the best world music ever. One theme from the good, bad, and the ugly? Yeah, pretty much. This may be the only well in the village, but it seems to have ample water. It won't dry up anytime soon. One of the walls broken here. It's inside the building, but you can't squeeze through it. Shrink down. Yep. They're just some like giant. I'm still not sure if like the pinging thing will show like hidden objects anywhere. I don't think it does because I don't. It definitely wasn't like when I was here before and it was like pinging. It never pinged these boxes, so it just shows you like points of interest that you can like examine, but it won't show you hidden things. How's it going, Triton? Stable worker wanted. Hard workers welcome. Unfortunately, we can't pay a lot. And it shows like it's like pinging 2 things in that chest, which is there's 2 objects in there. All farming tools are piled up. Seems people don't like to clean here. The ruined back wall has a hole. We might probably need like a different tool to get to. Maybe we have to blow up the thing and it'll just let us go through it. The museum? What is this supposed to say? The is like that's supposed to be the Abbey Museum. I guess that first thing on top is supposed to be an A and then the M. Yeah, we're like freaking Bomberman here. Like nothing pinging in this room, so. If there's anything in here, and for 100% it doesn't show hiding in it. These are the singers for the world map, the Abbey Museum. I'll need one of the other characters, I'm assuming, to be able to get that chest. Memory bird. That's right, the bird is their save point. Also, there's no saving on the world map. The village is desolate now. Let's go help Tony, I guess. Ow. They're the best world music ever. This is gonna be the world map, just step, ping, step, ping. Better get used to it. Get set. Status, auto, system, one. Nobody's around. Shot, guard, item, special. Gob. How you go? How you go? I'm gonna turn on turbo. Guess our vitality heals us back up. It's a true American. Turbo. I'm assuming that battle command fixed versus return, like if I press up and let go of up, it goes back to the middle, versus fixed would just stay up at the top kind of thing. Well, we have the vitality, so I'm assuming once the vitality goes down, we don't heal up anymore. Auto. Definitely have to fix that. If I'm just barely like leaning on that R button, it's like so stay put. R2 button. It's like a ping. It lets you find things, so like hidden things, for example. Basically, you have to find towns and stuff. Like you could literally be stepping on top of a town, but unless you ping it, it won't show up. I'm assuming it also hides like treasure chests and stuff like that. I don't think it was a thing in the original one, but it was definitely a thing in 3. Okay, seriously. Okay, can you hit him? Lock on, maybe that will give us a better chance. This is probably the tutorial one where it's like you need to lock onto this guy. Otherwise you won't be able to hit him. tanky as shit. Level up. Yeah. I don't know why they kept it. I mean, it's kind of cool where you can find some neat stuff on the field, but I mean, you're basically doing this every time you're on the field, which is just, it's like, why? So those are the range, roughly? So it's a little further than the actual, like, ping range. As long as it's, like, roughly in, like, in screen range, you're probably fine. Yeah, that'd be better, right? Oh, they want you to keep mashing that button forever. Yep, pretty much. Everywhere you go, you're holding on the shift button and stuff like that. So just keep it on all the time. Of course, this when it wouldn't be so bad if you didn't like stop every time you used it. Is there like a world map or anything? Doesn't look like it. At least not yet. I don't want to go any further this way. At least not yet. Nothing like a metal battle. A metal slime. Ran away real fast. Yeah, that was definitely a thing, which is the most annoying thing, right? Yeah, kind of defeated the whole point of the whole scanning thing if you like literally have to be told about it. Or of course, like story. Like I bet you I could have gone further like outside where I was supposed to go and start pinging, and there could be a town right on top of me, and I wouldn't find it because I'm not supposed to go there story wise yet. I guess it's one way of having of giving you access to the world without actually giving you access to the world, right? You don't put like an artificial barrier, like, oh, there's a broken bridge in the way. It's like, no, we're just not going to have it show up until you're allowed to go there. The village chief speak with you. If he has, then you already know. I still can't believe it. I hope Tony is alright. Turn my back for 1 second. Under our law, all who live in the Surf Village are prohibited from going into this cave. What should we do? Execute him. I got it. You're not from this village, right? Therefore, you're not bound by our law. Will you risk your life and go into the cave? Please find Tony and bring him back for me. I'll give you 2 life berries. Much too dangerous to accept. You're a wanderer. You're not like us. Please, will you disobey your village law and endanger yourself to... Or just like endanger yourself? It's like, you know, that should be implied. You don't have to like point it out in the conversation. Please disobey your law and go and get yourself really, really heavily harmed and go save Tony, please. Come on, risk your life and limb. Save our kid. Thank you. I'm forever in your debt. This is an advance payment for your reward. Please take it. Migrant seal. You now have 1 migrant seal. An encounter or cancel system is available. When PNC sets in the monster, an exclamation appears. Press the circle button. Yeah, this is basically all from Wild Arms 3. See the exclamation mark on screen to avoid a battle. It's quite useful when you're in a hurry. There's no escaping a battle once it starts. Remember, when you want to avoid a battle, your ENC gauge decreases. Just make sure to be careful. Yeah, and the more migrant seals you get, I guess, like I think it like makes it or gives you more time, or it's easier to like run away from the encounters or something. Yeah, it's all from Wild Arms 3. Force level up. I found more midichlorians. Yeah. Most famous, the Berry Cave is now abandoned. Keep an eye out for the unknown creatures that roam its dark, treacherous shafts. Treacherous shafts, oh my. Berry. And the encounter rate is way too high. I mean, sure, you can turn them off. You can, like, basically just, like, cancel them each time, but it still feels like it's too high if you don't cancel it. Worm. Default walking speed is too slow too. You can run, but routed. Flickering Crystal Spirit. When you pick up orange gems, your vitality gauge replenishes by 10%. Nice. Everyone, keep out. Removal of the sign is punishable by law. Well, I guess we can't remove that sign. How did that kid get through here? The sign was clearly not removed until now. Critical hit. $69 health. This looks like a blowy up a wall. Lucky card. XP bonus rate is increased by 1.0. I mean, is that 2 times? Like, what is 1.0? So it goes from 1.0 to 2.0, and you use it 3 times and go up to 4.0? So save those for bosses. Are cancelable. Yes. Small flower, my favorite kind of flower. Luck is increased by 1 level. Yes. I wonder what luck does. Oop. Just fall off the edge. X next to a ladder, and the character will grab the ladder. If you grab the ladder, use the left analog stick to climb up or down. God damn it. It's very easy to just walk off. I don't know if I take damage when I do that. Gimel coin. I love how he just like, when he opens up the chest, he just like rips off the top. They can use 1 Gimel coin to save data, even in places where there's no memory bird. Also, if the player loses a battle, they can use a Gimel coin and choose whether they want to continue without losing stats. Yeah, it seems like it. You like blow up the ladder and can't go behind the ladder. Oops. It's very easy just to like you literally just fall off like through the cliff. And it's very hard to see where the edges are. Making breath. I was trying to go behind it, but the game's like, nah. I like going behind there. Card. Doubles enemies Gil after battle. So use the lucky cards and the Gila cards on bosses. Got it. Watch out, the ladder is unsteady. Do not hit it. Ah. I don't know if I want to go that way. I'm assuming I do. Maybe like an optional treasure. Walk off the edge of the road or cliff. Character might pause and appear to be bouncing on edge. She wasn't doing that before, we're just falling right off. It means the character can jump off. Press X while bouncing to jump. If you're dashing, the character will jump without pausing first. I guess if you're like over like nothing, you just fall. But if you could like fall down and it pauses. This is like an optional path, the right path. I kind of want to go back now. This feels like the right way. He's Phil Gagnon, obviously. Yeah, there's the. I'm assuming the heal berries restore your vitality, or maybe they only work in battle. I mean, maybe once your vitality goes down to 0, then it restores your HP, because your HP doesn't get restored automatically, I guess. Definitely the right way, so let's just go back and... Okay, like, literally just cancel an encounter, like a split second later it shows up again. Well, yeah, he's bracing it. Yeah, Wild Arms 3, it feels like that was a long time ago now. Because Wild Arms 4 is just about to come out at this point. I mean, this definitely feels a lot more Wild Arms 3 than Wild Arms 1. It's got a lot of the same mechanics, like the encounter cancels and stuff like that, and the searching while in the world map thing. So they just took the Wild Arms 1 story and threw into the Wild Arms 3 and Wild Arms 3 system engine. But the default walk speed is too slow, but of course dashing is dangerous, as you can see. Oh god. Oh, damn it. I really wish they gave you the ability of using the right analog stick to rotate the camera. Well, I mean, I don't know how much budget they threw into it. Considering obviously Wild Arms 4 was coming out, so they were putting most of the budget in that. And obviously there's like no voice acting or anything like that. Good thing we came back for a healberry. Some encounters here. My encounter gauge is almost... spiritual successor. Oh yeah, the one that had the Kickstarter and stuff like that. Have we heard anything about it since the Kickstarter? Fantasia, like what a name. And there's the Shadow Hearts one as well. Posting weekly updates. At least they don't just go completely radio silent like some developers. And the encounter rate is so freaking high. It definitely feels a little too high. You run out of encounter canceling thing too quick. Penny Blood, yeah, another weird title. Obviously, they can't call it Shadow Hearts in any form, but Penny Blood? Like, what? I guess that makes as much sense as Shadow Hearts if you think about it, I guess, but... Neither of them makes sense. 200 Gila. It's you. Why are you here? Will you help me? How did you get here without bombing all these things? I came here searching for something that will heal my father's wounds. I heard there was an herb hidden deep within this cave that can heal any injury. I'm stuck. I don't know what to do because this huge rock is blocking my progress. I wonder if I missed any hidden walls too. Gotta change the plans. I want to make your game. Want to use the money our way? Wow. It's kind of crazy. That's penny blood? Wow. So they basically just took the money and ran. That's basically what you're saying. This cave is dangerous. I snuck past the monsters, but I know they're looking for me. My poor dad needs me. I know that only Holy Berry will heal him. I just had to do it. All scenes would break into pieces if it received a series of impacts. Yeah, it kind of sucks. So they're basically not making it. They're just like, all right, we got the money. We're just going to make whatever. We're not going to make the game that, you know, you guys paid for, that you donated money for. We're just going to make something else. It seems very illegal. Not that there's any sort of regulations with Kickstarters or anything like that, but it seems like a lawsuit waiting to happen. Thank you so very much. Adlehyde will die without a holy berry. He's gotta get better. He's just gotta. Oh yeah, that was that dual Kickstarter, that's right. I should be going. I gotta get back to cure my father. Oh no. Yeah, I know, right? Feels like class action lawsuit waiting to happen. Just, you know, finding like a lawyer to take the case. And the money's probably all gone anyways. It's the village chief. Watch where you're putting your hand there, kid, by the way. Well, no. Why do you always wax so impulsively? Yeah, there's probably something protecting, well, Kickstarter themselves, but I'm not sure if it was, like, If you sign away, like when you kickstart something, do you have any sort of way of reclaiming anything? That's probably some of the regulations where, you know, once the money goes to them and that's it, you don't have any say about it. It's just one of the risks you take, right? The director is friends with the Fantasia director. Yeah. Invested in hope, yeah, pretty much. I'm very sorry, but I wanted to heal my father. That's what I had to look for, Holy Berry. Didn't you think of the possibility of you getting hurt, or worse? Tony is back safe because of you, thank you. An earthquake and a heroic rescue on the same day. What made you find any holy berries? Found one that matched the description, the others were all wilted. Look, here it is. Chief, we might be able to harvest those berries again. In that case, it's all because of Tony and Rudy's work. Yep. Didn't go deep into the cave, we wouldn't know this holy berry existed. And I'm sure the backers probably don't have anything they can really do about it, but I'm sure the director probably does. It's just, again, like, where you can get the money to lawsuits cost money, so... In any case, the most important things, they came back safely. Let's go discuss this back at the village. Time to murder the dog. Well, R.I.P. Doggo. What is that thing? There was a monster trapped in the berry cave in the ancient times. Can this be it? Never fly in 2026. I mean, the dog is fine. He didn't die. He just, he's just relaxing over there. You can use the Force ability to lock on to consume 25 FP. Lock on improves the power of attacks and hits the target more accurately by using it with a shot or cartridge. However, while lock on is in use, you're likely to get hit from your opponent. In this situation, you should prioritize your action of attack or recovery. Thrown to a nice farm upstate, yep. Vaporize them. So much money. It's just amazing. He beat such a huge monster. What? What's the matter? Get out of here. Power. The power might cause grave misfortune to this village. What, my gun? I knew it. Your arm. Legends speak of it. It's been forbidden here for thousands of years. An unholy, destructive power. Well, I mean, he probably like summons it or something. His wild arm. I know, right? Why'd you bring such a dangerous power to our village? It terrifies me to even think of having such a thing used in a peaceful village. Now I see. The earthquake we had was caused because you used the arm. If it's true, and I'm very convinced, it's because of your arm the monster in the cave came back to life. No, it's not true. It can't be. Because he used his power, he saved me. You may be able to deceive Tony, but you can't fool us any longer. Stop it, all of you, stop. Now is not the time for this tempestuous debate. You have the pitchforks ready and everything. Rudy, thank you for rescuing Tony. However, the danger you brought to our village and the carelessness used in the berry cave is unacceptable. In our village, we respect peace, and a hazard like your arm is prohibited. Under our law, you must allow us time to decide your fate in this village. Do you have any objections? I object. I cannot accept your objection. What was the point of asking me? You're not from this village. You're wandering from place to place, but this problem concerns Surf Village. It isn't the right thing for you to let us decide. Isn't it the right thing to let you decide what we are going to do? No. But thou must. Oh, we just finished a but thou must. I'm glad you respect my decision. After asking you twice, I'll do my best to reach a verdict that everyone can agree on. We'll go back to Surf Village now, and I'll make a decision here. Hey, see, the dog was fine. He didn't die. He just has massive internal bleeding. He used its power to protect. Now people fear and avoid him. He did not want such a power, but his destructive might is his. He possesses something but arm, and unaware of his inherent strength, he wanders the wasteland, seeking his place in the world. You can't quit, you're fired. Yay. Story 1 complete. Prologue Chapter 2. Treasure Hunter. Oh, it was just like a random photo in the background. We got Pikachu. These are the runes of memory. How much money did you pay for this information on this dump? Huh? What, Hanpan? You know of this place? I can't believe you don't. These ruins are rather famous. You believed someone's lie again. Shut up. My gut is telling me something good will come from this place. Pika Pika? Pika? Huh? Since I'm obviously the intellectual one, I don't share your optimism. A better name for this place would be the Pretty Eluded Ruins of the Dead. Maybe then you wouldn't have been fooled. Even if there's some treasure, I bet it's total junk. Pigeon Dragooness. I do not think you can find anything worth the money you paid. If you feel that way, then don't come with me. Don't be so stubborn. You know what? You'll know you'll need my help. The Chungus. At any rate, we came this far. We should at least check it out. Might find a clue about the absolute power. If it was just like an actual computer screen over there. Nope, he's dead. Can't even open the menu with this guy yet. It's worth the little money I had to get to this point. I'm not leaving without getting something for my trouble. Hey, Hanpan, what's this? No, don't. Stop. Don't touch it. Well, let me handle it. You should be treated, well, like this. You're the successor of memory. Enter the correct descendant's name and the way will be opened. Interesting. It's asking us to enter our name. Well, a name is an important thing. Do you know the name intellectual? Do you know the name intellectual one? You get smart with me. I don't know it. Oh, then you're right. Well then, let's try it. Let's enter my name. It's one way of getting the name entry done. Literally just entering a name into a computer. No name matches. Well, I didn't really expect it to work. Since I did not expect my name to be the password, I don't feel vexed. Liar, you thought it was a chance. An earthquake? You must be kidding. Well, we're dead. That was his bones breaking at the end there. Jack Van Buris. Buris? Master of the Sword and tireless treasure hunter. Hanpan is a wind mouse. His weapon is knowledge. His attitude is a fly on the ointment. Gee, I wonder what movie they got this scene from. Whatever danger awaits them, treasure hunters live for the danger and thrive exploring ancient ruins. Treasure Jack seeks is the power which rises above all existence. Snakes. Why does it have to be snakes? It's absolute power. It's the One Piece. Where is it located? Is it a dark sword or is it a sealed magical power? Searches earnestly, unaware of what it is. While Jack dreams of power, he dodges traps in the ancient ruins. It's family. Unlimited power. It's friendship. The power of friendship is the unlimited, is the absolute power. Oops. Engaging in battle is not the only way the character can lose HP. Triggering traps and releasing poison will also decrease HP. Damage from traps and poison will not prevent the player from engaging in battle. Entering a battle with low HP will make it harder to win. The character receives damage from traps and poison. Try to recover HP quickly. Do we have any of our items from before? We do. Somehow we mysteriously were able to loot what's his face's stuff before he like switched over. Spoofing. Celebrator. The first person to attack increases the power and ability of fast draw. Focus on an enemy, more power when combined with Accelerator. Some barely looks dubious. A device somewhere might make it work. Make those stones in the corners. R2, then press X. The character will survey the surroundings, area for traps and other useful things. Press X again while holding R2, and the character will continue searching for traps or other things in the area. If you're stuck in the adventure, try searching around carefully, and you'll find an unexpected path. So many things. It's empty. What? Har har har. I've already collected all the treasure, which can be sold. Fools. Balloon. They're literally from Dragon Quest. I guess they're more from Castlevania. Balloons. A plus. Treasure chest. No trap detected. It's gonna be a wizardry trap chest, isn't it? It's gonna teleport us into stone. I was like waiting for something to happen, so I clicked the button and just like clicked through the thing that was inside the chest. No idea what it just picked up. I can hop over that gap and press the switch. Use your long legs, I don't think you would make it. Hanpan is a wind mouse. When released, he's capable of grabbing items and pressing switches. Press the square button to release him. Hanpan is nimble and smart. It allows him to jump over any gaps without difficulty. Hanpan is in motion. Use the directional buttons or left and long stick to control his movement. Moves so fast though, it's like I feel like trying to control them quickly and easily. The box. Press the box and face X. I just did that. Zero box. Face the target. Press X again. Zero boxes activate switches. Remember, throwing a box will break. Aim carefully. Keep falling for that trap, aren't I? Open? Spikes. I hate spikes. Pressing switches simultaneously is easy. That's all for today. Love encounters when you're trying to do like puzzles and stuff. Berry Gimel coin. It's been a while since we saved. The original game was pretty good. I remember enjoying it. This one is basically like take the original game and throw it into the Wild Arms 3 engine. Basically Wild Arms 3 with the Wild Arms 1 skin. Same encounter system, same thing like when you're on the outer world and you have to like constantly ping to find new things. Of course, they had some quality of life stuff from the original game too, or to the original game. Like turbo mode for combat and still do. Person get encounter and right on top of the spikes. We all get like smacked by the spikes as soon as we leave the encounter. Namco versus Crafcom. Yeah, that sounds like Project Cross Zone. They made the final enemies so freaking tanky for no reason. Just became such a slog towards the end game. I don't know why the hell they did that. Just to make you hate the game, I guess. It's like, well, you played it this far. We don't care if you hate it now. Is this the reward for releasing the trap? This is the worst reward I've ever seen. Keeper of the Runes, come out. No complaint, partner. Life is often like this. Let's get done with this quickly. Yeah, sounds about right. Excuse me, sounds about right. Big spooter. It's like a spider and a bee had a baby. Between 25 FP, blah blah blah, faster, yes. This thing just like slowly opens up its mouth. It's like, alright, we're just gonna stand here, get nommed on. Bye, Spooter. Died in a completely different way than the last boss. Yeah. Absolute power obtained. That was like a mid-boss? Thought that would be like, alright, chapter done. Was he pressing the buttons, not Hanpan? That's not how you use a keyboard, it's just donk donk donk. Don't touch anything. You just start acting like an adult instead of a child. Huh? You're playing too much. Acting like a child is a secret of youth. It's a no-war. Hey, Hanpan. The person in charge of this rune is coming. Huh? That's a no-war. Elf. I remember the last time I saw one. What's an elf? The elf are human subspecies who existed in Filgaia long ago. They're a race steeped in nature and superior to others in wisdom and magic. I'm surprised this rune was built by an elf. That's an elf, huh? I don't know why they usually use elf. Why they have to do some weird, like, spelling like elwa, like an unpronounceable word. When clearly it's an elf. No. It's just an image of an elf. It's being projected by light by their technology. This must be an elf-era machine used to transmit information. Yeah, it's not like the word elf is like copyrighted in any way. They can leave anything for the ages, leave it in the form of information. But I guess they can copyright elwa. Because, you know, a lot other people were clamoring on using that pronunciation, or that spelling of it. Let's see now. That's a nice trick to call this place Ruins of Memory. Hey, the elf's starting to say something. Oh, the voice is speaking inside my head. It's not a W, it's a double V. Yep. Elv. Olithia's freezing breath, freezing palm, is a power which can be used only to destroy. Do not wish for Lolithia, whom the elf have set in the coffin. I guess elves. It's a blowing snowstorm of death. It's a tornado leading to misery, and it's the absolute power to destroy everything. Spell for profits. Is it real? Is that an elf talking? Absolute power to destroy everything. Hey, Hanpan, where's Lolithia's coffin? No, wait. First off, what's a Lolithia? You must know. Don't ask me everything all at once. Even with my superior wisdom, I don't know everything. I see. Well, it'll do for now. Absolute power. Finally. Maybe we can find a clue to its location. Jack, what are you going to do with this absolute power? You'll see. Either way, we'll have to find it first. Let's go look for this Lolithia's coffin. Absolute power corrupts absolutely, obviously. Super convenient, brought us back to the entrance. Chapter done. Why does a man search for absolute power? Is it something he does for atonement? Why? Maybe to cut the binding chains of his past. What will he wish for if he succeeds? Does he believe that absolute power will shine the light on his future? What a man may not realize is that absolute power may be exactly what binds him to his unforgettable past. A girl of the convent. Hello. Shaman. Receive my thoughts. Guardians, Shaman. I'm trying to think. Was there voice acting in Wild Arms 3? I don't remember if 3 had any voice acting. Maybe 4 does. Maybe they'll pronounce it there. Are you calling me? Where am I? I do not know this place, but I feel connected to it. Jump. Can you hear my thoughts? Guardian Shaman. Give me your name, and then the contract of old will be made once more. Who are you? Who is calling me? And I'm not a shaman. Hurry, Shaman. Give me your name. Love how they all have unique ways of, like, getting your name. The guy will be covered in darkness again. Shaman, give me your name. My name is Cecelia. Shaman Cecelia. Release my power from the sealed library. Well, that should change hair colors all of a sudden. It's just the really bright light in front of her. Please, wait. Who are you? What do you mean by the sealed library? Cecelia. Cecelia. Guardian Shaman Cecelia. That light, it burns. Cecelia. 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 Cecelia? Hey, Cecelia. You're so absent-minded. Oh, what was I doing? Was this a dream? You were daydreaming again. You're almost 17. You shouldn't daydream so much. You're so strange sometimes. I guess I am strange, but Holly, you're strange too. You down on your knees and hands and knees like that. Because I'm checking on you, and I'm not the one who's under the table. Well, that's true. Right after the ball, there was an earthquake. You really don't remember? Yes, I crawled under the desk. Yeah. I heard someone's voice. Whose voice was it, calling me a shaman? Oh, well, as a translation error, the Japanese translation is mostly meant to be Alu. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Alu definitely makes a lot more sense than Elwa, which is unpronounceable. You're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence. Hey, are you daydreaming again? I don't have time for that. How soon until you return to Adlehyde? Time goes by so quickly. You're turning 17, right? You should start telling everyone goodbye. Goodbye? It was not a dream. Whose voice was that? What was the voice trying to tell me? What was this sealed library? Thank you, Holly. Seems I don't have any time to waste. Ouch. Oh, Cecelia, you're so absent-minded. Are you okay? Eru. Yeah, we'll just call them elves. Where did your head hit the table? It was so loud. Is your head okay? Let me look at it. Oh no, you got a huge bump. I'm worried about you. You're already pretty strange. Hope this doesn't get worse. Did you forget to see Sister Marianne? Did you? Mary Angie? Anne? Master Angie? I know they're always busy, but you should go and see them at some point. It's prohibited to use equipment outside of class hours. Aww. Liaison board. To the person who took the lamp, please return it. Pessimism is a feeling. Optimism is a decision. It's a globe showing location of stars and some related magic equipment. The telescope is inoperable since it's missing in the eyepiece. Future elves. Do anything with this? Huron Abbey. Holy school where people respect manners, culture, belief, and honor. Rush optimism was the decision. Screw optimism. Decision completed. Stone statue is standing quietly, as most statues do. Your stone statue isn't standing quietly, run. Well, Cecelia, isn't your departure day near? How are your preparations going? Do you feel ready? Yes, Sister Mary. Thank you very much for your kindness. There's one thing I would like to ask you about. Cecelia told Sister Mary about the mysterious dream she had. Sealed library, guardian shaman. I see, you had such a dream. Sister Mary, what should I do? Sealed library, the voice which called me the guardian shaman. So much I don't understand. I'm so confused. Please guide me. It's easy to go wherever other people might guide you or might direct you. You are now an adult with much responsibility, so you have to behave like one. You will have to chart your own course, and then face whatever may happen along the way. For this reason, Cecelia, I will not give you any advice in regards to this revelation. You'll be fine, Cecelia. In other words, I don't know. There's nothing you cannot overcome. Just remember all we have learned at Huron Abbey. Noble Filgaia. Born 1,000 years ago, Filgaia was torn apart by a battle with alien invaders from another world. All the inhabitants of Filgaia, human, elf, and guardians, won by banding together and using their combined might. But the price of victory came at a horrible cost. The world could not sustain itself without the support of the now powerless guardians. It was certain that gradually Filgaia would become a dry, desolate wasteland. To date, no one has devised a way to stop the inevitable destruction of our world. Until today. Oops. The well is so deep that you can't see the bottom. There's only a sweet smell of fresh water. The statue of a holy woman, circled by the other statues, as if being guarded, faces west. Number of housing on the lawn. Educational Guidance Committee. Some statues standing quietly. Eelberry. It's a cat. It's a broom. Device is on, which prevents the door from being opened. A device is on? What device? What device is preventing the door from opening? Is it called a lock? Don't run the hallway, it's prohibited. If you're caught, you always sit in a corner. Na 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 na. A strange device on the desk. It's projecting a glittering hologram of our planet Filgaia. Oh, Cecelia, you have a good timing. I've just finished the ley line device. The device measures the Guardian's power flowing through Filgaia. You'll be able to observe the whole planet if it works as planned. It only supports my study about Guardians. It might solve the mystery of Filgaia's deterioration and reverse the process. Reverse Filgaia's deterioration? If that happened, many lives would be saved. I'll pray for the ley line device to help you in this. Well, I mean, it was an action RPG, so 20 hours is about right for that for a portable action RPG. Master Angie, what do you mean by good timing? Well, it's related to the teardrop that you possess. I heard Sister Mary say the teardrop is a family heirloom and connects girls in Adlehyde's royal family to guardians. I'd like to observe the ley line device while you use the teardrop to connect with the guardian's mind. If you're successful in connecting, it might affect the ley line. This device observes the reaction of connection of you and a guardian. It'll confirm that my device works. Master Angie, I've never heard anyone actually communicating with the guardians just by wielding the teardrop. I don't think I can meet your expectations. Even if you fail, can you please try? I don't mind if it doesn't work, but if it does, I'd like to see it if it affects the ley line. I understand, Master Angie. I'll give it a try. You eventually need to use specific items to trigger an event. Use an event item, open your inventory and select items, and items menu, press L1 to yield blah 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 blah. Fire and heal. I wonder if it's acceptable to open the closet without permission. Yes, yes it is. You're an RPG protagonist. Belief of Guardians. Totally fine reading their books, though. Though the Guardians have lost their power, it is rumored they once held Filgaia together and they still exist in our world. Hey, Servo, you are. Never regard them as mere superstition. The Guardian's power is the essence of life of Filgaia. It is the belief of those that praise the Guardians. It is the belief taught here at Kirin Abbey. Pray to the Guardians. Earth Dragon, Rudy, Water Turtle, Sturdark, Firebird, Moorgult, the Wind Tiger, Fengalon. Pray to them and always appreciate life. There was no whistling theme, unfortunately. Oh, talking about whistling theme, there was... We did have... I didn't try it yet, but let's, I have the screensaver thing that's on for like a minute. I wonder if that gives us the whistling theme like it does in Wild Arms 2. Let's wait a minute and see what happens. Code F your beloved. Yeah, it's like Wild Arms 3 with a Wild Arms 1 skin thrown on top. Hands you regret not getting. It's decent so far. It feels like it's been more than a minute. There we go. Alright. You just have sperm going in a 3D plane. No whistling music though. It's a downgrade from like Wild Arms 2. Wild Arms 2 had like the Wild Arms 1 whistling tune going while the screensaver is going. This is like so random. Save that screen. Save it real good. Vernon's the whole thing. True. I mean, I guess it was a thing in the CRT era too, I guess. Inherited Tears. A small, shiny blue proxine that is passed down through Adlehyde royalty. Shaped like a teardrop, it fits in the palm of one's hand. It's priceless. It blinks repeatedly with a fixed rhythm, like that of a heart beating. The teardrop is passed down from generation to generation. Though the females of the Adlehyde royal family went through the I guess if you're playing like on a, if you're playing on like a rear projection or something like that, that could definitely be a thing. I guess tube TVs too, but like the old tube TVs that tube monitors, they were like on one screen forever, and those things are like severely burnt in. Probably not so much on like TVs. Crest graph. Crest graph is a small square stone which can be imbued with magical powers. There are 4 crest types. Crest sorcerers infuse a crest graph with a primary and secondary crest, and the 2 fuse to form a distinct spell. In this fashion, sorcerers can easily carry magic with them for personal use. With all the possible combinations of crest, there are a total of 32 different kinds of magic spells available to crest sorcerers. 32. Not that good at magic, but I am the most talented musician in the Abbey. What kind of music should I play today? He's missing the whistling. Let's not get these names, just call him F-Type 05. It's, you know, that's totally memorable. It's like field types and battle types. Such good music. Boom. Get that little tinge of music from the first game there with the horn. Bow, bow, bow. Such good music. I don't have talent in terms of magic, although phys ed class the other day was fun. When I hit my partner with my scepter, I recovered an MP point. As the old saying goes, better to carry a cane than to fall down. When MP is about to run out, it might be a good idea to recover MP by using your scepter. So smash things in the head in order to get your mana back. Got it. There's an attack type and support type magic. Let me explain the effects of each. Attack magic changes molecular movement. Support magic changes molecular structure. That is the gist. All the different magic you can use are made by combining any two crests. There are 4 types: Geo, Frey, Wing, and Muse. Is that difficult to follow? Anyway, you practice by creating spells. Learning through trial and error is best. Below the large picture is a plaque, a portrait of the founder. You didn't realize it like turns you towards the source, so it's like, oh, there's a thing that way. Over in the hallway. It's a scoop. A scoop! Just kidding. Recently there haven't been any good rumors. Although when I first entered the Abbey, I heard it was full of rumors. A drought doesn't mean anything. Cecelia, a good scoop, even a decent scoop is fine. If you hear anything, please tell me. Old silver coin. In ancient times, Gimel coins were the currency of the elf. The coins have retained remnants of their magical inheritance. You can use them at any time to save your game to your memory card PS2. Wait, that's not how it's called. It's supposed to be your memory card 8 megabytes for PlayStation 2 TM. This guy's gonna get sued. If you're defeated during a battle, your Gimel coins also function as continues. However, your experience points for the next level will be lost, and the number of continues you use are recorded. Be sure you use your Gimel coins carefully. It's like your Gimel coin, your continue count will be recorded. Hint, hint, wink, wink. In other words, something will happen, something will change if you use continues, or use too many continues or whatever. Legendary Elves. The very existence of the legendary elves is all but forgotten in the sands of time. The elves are similar to humans in appearance, except they have long ears and are covered with fur. What? They're covered in fur. The only evidence we have of their existence comes from folklore and a few eyewitness accounts. Why did the elves who possess such a power disappear from Filgaia? There are many theories, but the mystery remains unsolved. It seems the truth has died with the elves. Memory bird. Ewoks. Elves. It's even pinging over here. Kitchen. Can't even get to the kitchen. Coming from the other side. Hey, do you know what I heard? Sister Mary had a classmate of Cecilia's mother at this abbey. Both were beautiful and best friends. They were really mischievous and always caused trouble in the abbey. It's hard to imagine Sister Mary like that. Does that mean that being mischievous when you're young will lead to youthful discretion at Sister Mary's age? Yep, it's like they took the engine of the third game and just slapped on the first game in there. So it has a lot of similar mechanics, like the whole encounter system thing and the whole pinging. on the overworld to like find spots, that kind of stuff. Oops, it's going too fast there. I don't know what I picked up. Probably another heal berry, I'm assuming. I just tried to have some chow mein. You should try this since you're here. I made my chow mein with such gusto. I love when people enjoy the food I made. Come back anytime you're hungry. Uncle Logan's noodles are world famous. Whenever you're tired, come over and have some chow mein. Everything like your HP, MP, and vitality gauges are refilled instantly, and all negative status effects are removed. But my chow mein isn't the only way for you to recover. Whenever you level up from your battle experience, your whole body recovers. So leveling up will be just like eating Uncle Logan's chow mein. The chef makes the best chow mein. The secret ingredient is its sauce. It's his own special recipe that he has to simmer for a whole day. Might be used here. Guess we gotta go to the Guardian first, wherever the hell the Guardian is. Cecelia, do you mind if I tell you something? I was arranging the books and noticed a book that should be here is missing. I'm irritated since it doesn't look good to have only the first volume of a series. Don't get me wrong, it has nothing to do with me caring about how the story ends. Anyway, if you find the next volume anywhere, would you mind bringing it back? Which episode 1? Wasn't that a thing in number 3 as well? Doesn't actually do anything if you use it. Can't read it or anything. Basic crest sorcery. Technique of constructing magic by combining 2 crests is known as crest sorcery. This crest enable users to cast magic without performing a large ceremony. It is a modern style of magic dynamics. Elemental properties. Elemental properties classify the energy flow and characteristics of attack-type magic as follows. Earth, water, fire, wind, ice, thunder, light, darkness. 8 property classes. Relations of those classes are earth and wind, water and thunder, fire and ice, light and darkness. Light and darkness makes sense. Water and thunder, not so much. Fire and ice, I mean, shouldn't it be water and fire? I don't know. Yes. Yeah, at the end of this game. So when using wind against earth or ice against fire, expect better results. There's an attack magic that has pure energy and doesn't belong to any class. Those are known as non-elemental. Dela Metallica? Preface. This records how alchemy was practiced during the period of the Great War. Many ancient techniques are considered forbidden territory in today's world. For example, planting life into metal. An unskilled sorcerer gains this book. The world's natural order can be overturned. For that reason, I sealed this book. If you'd like to release the seal, obtain the key of knowledge. then the essence of this magic will be revealed. Do we need to come back here? Oh, there's another book here. You don't have that many quest graphs. Make sure that one of them is for HP restoring magic. Where there is life, there is hope. You can find a way out of any difficulty by staying alive under any circumstances. There are many useful magic spells as well. We recommend learning fire magic. Fire elemental magic is the most popular destructive magic, and will also often prove it is useful against most elemental-based creatures, except for light elemental monsters and undead monsters. And ice-type monsters, I guess? Challenge of magic. Don't be afraid of failure. You construct magic by mistake, you can just disassemble it. The thing you should fear is clinging to a magic you constructed. Switching for a new power depending on the battle and situation is best. Have style and try different magic. An expert able to understand a crest and use its power from it is called a crest sorcerer. The expert is female, she is called a crest sorceress. Why does it have to be... Why does it have to be a different title? You can't be a crest sorcerer, you're female. That earthquake is such a shock. At first I thought it was convulsing. That's why everything was shaking. And I realized that my cup on the table was shaking too. I was so surprised I almost screamed. Where's this guardian that we need to... We can get out of here. It was like right here. I tried using it here, but didn't do anything. Shimon, Cecelia, concentrate on the teardrop. The sealed library, release me from the book of Nelgal. By Shimon's blood of royal descent, as one who inherits the teardrop, release me. The teardrop, the voice is sent directly into my heart. The sealed library, release me. Who are you? Please tell me. What can I do? What does the teardrop do? Cecelia, what happened? Cecelia! Oh, it's all right. You're awake now. At first I thought you had started a daydream, and I was worried when I realized you weren't. I shouldn't have asked you to do this. I'm okay, but it felt like, with the help of the teardrop, I was able to sense this mysterious voice. Teardrop? The glow of the teardrop causes the leyline observation machine to react. Perhaps the teardrop you wear is tied to leyline origins. This voice you heard might be a guardian. This machine observes the ley lines. In other words, this device may be able to sense the power of the guardians. Anyway, it appears I was correct with my little experiment. Thank you for cooperating. Yeah, very much so. Target tool. Target tool is an item to automatically highlight important objects around you yellow. I mean, wasn't that basically what we were doing with the pinging thing? In the party item menu, you can turn the effect on and off by selecting the target tool and using it. I mean, this is basically what the target tool does. Is it on? Oh. Occasionally, like, it's just occasionally pings, just to say it's just an occasional thing. So you're basically doing this, but like randomly. There would ley lines never use ley. This is ray point. It should be ley point. Oh yeah. Makes sense. I love Japan and their like R's and L's, right? Like it was. Well, that's the problem. Sometimes you get a script and you have no idea what the context is, right? So you're just like, all right, well, maybe they mean ray point. The history of it. What was that voice trying to tell me? Oh, I guess, yeah, sealed library, that book we saw in the library there. There's the library. Default walk speed is so slow in this. If you try to dash, you just like smack your head against everything. Where's the damn library at? Parts of Stonehenge were built according to very specific layout based on ley lines existed within Earth. But pseudoscience. clearly, if you put imaginary lines and you put it through Stonehenge, obviously Stonehenge is on this imaginary line. Therefore, clearly was built on these imaginary lines that you just created and forced through Stonehenge. Okay, where the hell was the damn library? This place is so convoluted, it's confusing. Yep, people like to come up with reasons things exist. It's like pyramids couldn't have been built back in the time. Like, dude, people were smart. They figured out ways of engineering these things. That's just how it is. It's like that totally couldn't have been done back in the past. It had to be aliens or something. It's like, no. Human ingenuity. And lots of times, like these things were built in like a month. Things were built over the course of like decades. Oops. The Magic Wood Dale Metallica was placed in children's literature next to Tragedy of Dolly. I feel unhappy more than angry. I wonder if other people feel strange when they see books placed in the wrong genre, not in alphabetical order. How do we unseal this book? Yeah, exactly. Again, they had like a lot of time to do it, and they had a lot of like a lot of smart people put things together. To liberate Book of Nilgal, never heard of either. Lyra might know something about them. I should ask her. She usually gets hold of all the rumors around the Abbey. Great, now we got a fetch quest. I mean, we already know the damn book we need to unseal. We gotta go through a bunch of other random people before it lets us unseal it. Sealed library. Heard about it, but it's not a scoop. It's one of Kieran Abbey's 7 wonderful secrets. If memory serves me right, the story is stand before the holy woman who guards the door and raise the light of life. Then the way will be opened. The story is a lie. I threw a lamp at the holy woman statue and didn't show any reaction. Maybe they're a different sort of light. Yeah, that's target. Discovering a mysterious pattern. Looks like the teardrop. What a coincidence. I guess nothing else we could do. Sealed library. When candlesticks burn, the door will be opened. Tinder staff. Tinder staff is the magic staff and it's fire when the square button is pressed. So many doors. A sword guardian blade. That's name taints the hearts with sin, a scar on the earth. Unbelievable. This is extra weak to fire. Kind of get in the way of, like, it's kind of hard to see where I'm going here. Gotta do this in a timed fashion too, with encounters. No, they shouldn't have freaking encounters in rooms with, like, puzzles. Everything up. Light up the ends, light up the center, but only 3, then you may enter. Oh, come on. Fucking encounter. Light fires with short lives. By standing at its peak, give light, and the door shall be opened. No, I can... You know, they could just hold it down. Freaking flamethrower here. Burn everything. Teardrop faintly shimmered as your eyes gazed at the stone statue. Hold X in front of a wheel to make it clear to grab the wheel. Apparently. I'm the Alpha and the Omega, past and future united. Future is made by my edge. Speak my name and remember the loathsome history. Enter something. Z. The world outside the ring of order represents a world without harmony. It will certainly face destruction. Before we face the coming end, we, the elves, abandon our world and leave it to the future doom. We exist within the life force of this world. So the world ends, so do we. We are far into the distance, and we shall be no more. First wanderer. Neither monsters snarls nor dust storms bite can take the wings from wanderer's flight. Gaia adventurers are called wanderers. Some prefer to call them dream chasers, migrants, drifters, or mercs. They are like migrating birds, moving from one place to another, nomads. Folklore and writings tell us that among the first wanderers was the character named Alan Smithy. Alan Smithy's legend is steeped in mystery. In fact, recent studies suggest it is doubtful such a character even existed. It suggested the name Alan Smithy was only a euphemism to describe the morals and values of the wanderer's culture. Whether there was a real man named Alan Smithy, we'll never know for a fact. It's Alan Smithy. Why does reset not do anything? What's the point of reset if it doesn't reset the letter? It's so annoying. Nope. Burn everything. Killing your baby. Property and its meanings. The guiding principle of the Crest Sorcerer is to know the weakness of the enemy. For example, the creature Nelgal is charged with the power of fire, so the one who possesses water and ice is his nemesis. I thought ice was the counter to fire, not water. Water was the counter to, like, earth or something. During battle, vulnerability is very important, especially for a Crest Sorcerer, using elements that will affect the battle. One must know the enemy and their weakness. That is the first step towards victory over an opponent. Guardian Lord who ruled all life, Lord of the Four Guardians who ruled the basis of all creations. You are not bound in the past, the power of change. Guardians who fled, who fed courage, the guardian who lived in the present, power to shield the mind. Guardians who fueled love, desire for the future, who believed that dreams do come true. Guardians who willed hope, the light that once lived in everyone's hearts. Courage, love, and hope are lost in time. In their meanings have been long forgotten. Best JRPG of all time? I don't know about all time, but that's a good one. Book of Genesis. This is the story of the Elves' Sword. A blacksmith forged the sword from living metal. It was forged to open the world's future, as it was in the beginning, so it will be in the end. It's the blade that defends the stars and slays their assailants. The sword is named Guardian Blade. It's probably the Alpha and Omega thing. It's imbued with the power to save worlds. Guardian belief heresies. While condoning the belief of Guardians as a symbol of power, as a Kirin doctrine rule, each sect follows different doctrines. While Kirins communed with nature, the sect advocated a more radical dogma. The Guardians, their members were to avoid the eyes of all others. Some were in this world, but kept secret from the others, the sect still performs the passed down heretical ceremonies. Like line. The Guardian's network of power is called the ley line of this world. It is the intersection of Earth's power. Guardians have made great effort to tie their remaining power together, amplifying it to maintain the world. The ley line is the life of our planet, and if it is cut, it will critically damage all life on this planet. Is there any point in going in the middle section? It's a door, I guess. Destruction. Behold the truth of this sword's power. It was a mighty force on the battlefield, carving its way through the hordes of evil. And such power carries great responsibility. Its unstable energies, if not held in check, will destroy the world itself. The sword's uncontrolled power cut down both monsters and stars without distinction. In the end, it destroyed itself. Today, the name Guardian Blade is synonymous with protection for all. We forget the danger its protection carries. Yeah, they basically took Wild Arms 3 and slapped on Wild Arms 1 onto it. I don't know why Reset doesn't actually reset anything. Like, what's the point of Reset? It literally does nothing. Blade. This is clearly going the right way here. I need to go visit these other areas. Gela. No. She speeds down the steps of the ladder. Coin. Good old Gimli coins. Right. Put down. I hear good things about that new handheld. I guess it's probably pretty good for DS and 3DS emulation too. Yeah, handheld gaming is always hard to find time for it. Yeah, this is the entrance, right? Yeah. Well, it's a PSP action RPG. It's pretty short. It's short but sweet, though. I definitely enjoyed it. Can't run this. Can't do PS2. I'm sure it would be harder to run Dreamcast or PS2. And PS2 emulation is pretty mature, although I guess so is Dreamcast at this point. Saturn, yeah, Saturn would be understandable because Saturn emulation is still kind of iffy. Same thing with like N64. PS3 can barely emulate. Well, for PS1, PS3 can do most PS1 games, no problem. I did have, like, out of all the PS1 games, because I played all my PS1 games on my PS3, the only one I can think off the top of my head that had issues was, I think, Legend of Legaia. There was definitely an issue where there was, like, you go through, like, a portal, or, like, a time portal thing, and then the cutscene, like, freezes. Like, I literally had to take my save, bring it to my PS2, and then like play the game on my PS2 to get through that section. And I'm thinking it might be more of an issue maybe with my disc, but in Legend of Mana, there's some boss battles where you have like kind of an FMV sequence going in the background, and you can get like a soft lock where like the FMV sequence like freezes for some reason, but the battle's still happening, but because the game expects the FMV to get to a certain point and it can't because it's like frozen, you can't end the battle. But that might have been like a disc issue more so, I don't know. Only had a problem with that one. It was fine when I moved it over to the for the PS2, so yeah, it's definitely some games that have issues, but overall it's not bad. But for PS2 emulation, yeah, my PS3 isn't backwards compatible, so I can't play the PS2 games on it. But I imagine that one could be hit or miss too. Obviously, the PS3 basically had the backwards compatible PS3s had like PS2 hardware, but it's not like all the hardware, right? So there's still some kind of emulation layers kind of going on there. That probably does some weird shit. Yeah, XF. I'll play that one at some point in the far future. It's for Gaia. There are many Gaia Guardian legends. Some guardians exist only in folklore, but some are real. Guardians rule Gaia. I do not know what they look like, their powers, or even their names. Secret, mysterious guardians. Kirin Doctrine tells us these guardians, not spoken of in the folklore of heretics, holds the key to regenerating this planet. It's totally not the Necronomicon or anything. Book of Nelgal. When was this book written? Oh, for sure. It seems to be about an old monster who was born from magic and consumes magical power. It's Nelgal. Yeah, that's totally fine. Books normally do this. It's gotta be windy in here, that's all. Are you seeking wisdom for power? Or are you the one who heard the whisper of water? No matter which you are, read this as a book written by dark forces. Living as Nelgal's flesh and blood. As a human being, your radiant magical power, Nelgal deems you worthy for consumption. When things had no scientific basis, mysticism have become fact. I mean, none. You're the voice that's been calling me. No, I only feel sinister thoughts from you. I mean, some stuff over time, people were aware, it was bad, but not why. Like disease, for example. Like if somebody's sick, and then you get sick afterwards. They knew that it was contagious, but they didn't know what caused the the sickness. So they figured it was bad air or whatever. Right? I mean, they were kind of right in a way. It's because the disease kind of transmitted through air, but it wasn't the air itself that was bad. They couldn't cure it by let's put some perfume and stuff to get rid of the air, right? So they kind of knew they had a rough idea of hey, being around a sick person makes you sick too. But they didn't realize that bacteria and viruses are a thing. Alright, so it's just one of those things don't stay around sick people. And stuff like cleaning your hands and stuff that wasn't a concept, but obviously they realized that, hey, let's not dump our waste in our drinking water, because that might not be good for us. You need to know why. Just people who didn't do that survived. People who didn't. So. Whisper of water. Shannon? If you would like to hear the voice, you should defeat me and see. The whisper of water is there. animation he does. It's hilarious. No effect, but curtail image. Shim and Cecelia, listen to me. Release Guardian's power. Aqua Wisp. Cecilia's force material manifests Guardian's power temporarily by consuming FP. Depending on which elemental medium you can select, consumed FP and the effects of power are different. For example, the Water Guardian Pure Dark attacks all enemies with water. Give it a try. You don't have a choice, because you're not going to be able to do damage otherwise. Which characters hold a staff like that? Yeah. That's a big turtle. That was an easy boss fight. Almost feels like that should have been the first boss fight, considering it was just like a... you can't do anything until suddenly you can. Shaman, Guardian Shaman, Cecelia. I appreciate that you listened to my whisper. Please release me. It's a good system. Disconnected and no concept of quantum entanglement. I mean, that's stretching it. that's very much stretching it. I mean, if you take an old concept and you take a new concept and you're kind of like, yeah, see, they predicted this. Like, no. Because this exists. That voice calling me, who are you? I'm the guardian who rules water, Shturtark. Long ago was captured and imprisoned in a book by Nelgal's magical power. Shaman, I've longed for you to listen to my whisper. Shaman? Why do you call me a shaman? You are the one who understands our spirit and can change our spirit to power. Our shaman inheritor of the teardrop. After this long period of time, Gaia is about to be enveloped in darkness. Shaman, can you hear it in your mind? The sorrow of the sky and the ocean, the anger of earth and wind. Yes, I can hear. I can hear. I can feel the teardrop connecting me to these voices. Shaman, unite us. Use our power to fight the steel menace, which threatens all life in this world. The battle for sky and earth is about to begin once more. The gate to death, Lolithia, will be opened. Messenger of Armageddon will appear. Don't give in. You must defeat it. What is your mission? Are we playing Chrono Trigger now all of a sudden? Yep. Wild Arms 1's shoehorned into Wild Arms 3. It's weird. Alethea? What does it mean? This is a mission for a shaman. No, my mission as a princess of Adlehyde awaits me. Prologue complete. Well, not quite complete. Infinite sequence system. The reason time has no end is that new time is constantly being created by a machine. Some people believe a guardian rules time and calls it the infinite sequence system, or perpetual engine. The person standing on the altar of time can control time as they please. What do people hope to accomplish by controlling time? Changing the past? Creating a new future? I do not know. Aqua Wisp. Oh yeah, I remember Zed from the first game vaguely. That was like a recurring, like, not necessarily gag character, but yeah. It's been like friggin' 8 years since I played the original one of this game. So long ago. Come back, Cecelia. Mr. Mary, did you know? Yes, I knew. I know everything. I know that you're carrying something very heavy too. Sister, I believe that you have to face many trials if you're led by the teardrop. Women of the Adlehyde royal family are born shamans, those who can commune with the guardians of the world. And they are often faced with the hard and difficult path of destiny. Yes, but even though Yes, I know you're always trying to be strong. No one can do your suffering for you, but friends can most definitely help to lighten the load. Cecelia, find friends who can share the burden of your destiny, and perhaps you will reduce their burdens as well. Friends, yes, you're right, but I am the Princess of Adlehyde. Oh yeah, the music in this is great. Although it's missing the original, like, Wild Arms 1 whistle theme. I think it was the best theme ever. They consider them my friends, and will they do the same and consider me theirs? Please tell me, sister. Is it even possible to find friends that would accept someone like me? Well, we will see. Friends are not something you make, but rather something you discover. Her mother was born in Adlehyde. You will be able to find... And she was able to find wonderful friends here at Kirin Abbey. I mean, it's been so long since I played the original, like, I, I don't really remember too much about the original in terms of the gameplay mechanics to really compare. I just, obviously, like, 3 is fresher in my mind, since, like, when I started this one, it's like, yeah, this is 3's mechanics, like the encounter system and the whole pinging and the overworld thing. Always remember to smile and have faith in yourself. Everyone else knows you, like, everyone else who knows you places their faith in you easily. You are a princess of Adlehyde. First and foremost, you are your own person. Yeah, that theme is best. I was kind of hoping, because in Wild Arms 2, if you use the screensaver thing, it gives you the Wild Arms 1 theme. So I was kind of hoping the screensaver in this one does that. No. Maybe it'll be a bonus song in the jukebox thing there, the jukebox lady. There are many dictates and duties, but in the end, you alone choose your life. You understand? Yes, I think I'm ready. Everyone. I knew you would have to return to Adlehyde Castle when you turned 17 years old. I didn't know that was today. I'm sorry, I was being absent-minded as usual. You have to return so soon? Oh, even though you weren't here long, I'm glad I got to know you. I'll miss you. We all will. Heeding the Guardian's call, she joins the Great Wheel of Destiny as it turns towards their unforeseeable future. Everyone starts off by following, but eventually there comes a time when everyone must choose their own path. The path this girl has chosen by answering the Guardian's call will be fraught with danger. Will she find her way through? Find out next time. Hooray, prologue completed. Hey, Andrina. I mean, it's been so long since I played the original, I barely remember anything about the plot of the original. And obviously the gameplay in this one is quite different since it's basically Wild Arms 3. So, it's definitely quite different. Of course I do. When I play RPGs, I usually do as much content as possible. I very rarely just like stream just beeline unless I'm really hating the game or I'm just like I'm done with it. Then I'll do that. But yeah, I never just play a game just to beat it, right? Especially if it's a good game. All right. Well, I think it's a good time to call it there for tonight. Um, I do have, since we have that little DVD thing there, there comes the one episode of the anime with Wild Arms. What I will do after I end the streams, I'll hop on Discord. Anybody who wants to see the first, because obviously can't stream it on Twitch, copyright, right? But I'll hop on my Discord, so exclamation Discord if you want to hop on there and watch that for a bit. It's probably going to be a relatively short one, I imagine, probably your standard anime length. It's just like a episode 1 of the Wild Arms Twilight Venom anime series. So I'll start that up in like a few minutes. But other than that, I think it's a good place to call it there for tonight since we finished the prologues. Next stream after today, so I'll be busy on Wednesday. So next stream after today, since we got the extra long stream, the long weekend this week, will probably be on Saturday. So I'll be back on Saturday, and we'll continue this game then. But yeah. In the meantime, thanks everybody for stopping on by. Hope you enjoyed the start of Wild Arms. It's gonna be a good game, I'm sure. And let's see who's online there. We can rate up. Let's see. We got floating platforms in there. The challenger is doing his challenge with his Game Boy challenge. Stuck on bowling for the last 400 hours. Let's rate up floating platforms. Maybe he'll get the good luck and beat that. But yeah, I'll be on Discord shortly to stream that anime. In the meantime, though, thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you next weekend for the continuation of this. Bye for now, guys. I'll see you next time.